Hello guys, si Kesan pala sa ulit ito at welcome sa episode 7 ng larutan ng The Blackwell Epiphany. So, tuloy natin yung adventure ni na Rosa tsaka Joey. So, nung episode, meron tayong na-encounter na bagong multo. Tsaka, nakuha na natin yung sikreto doon sa loob nung na-explore na natin yung kwarto ni George Austin. Tapos may nakuha tayong clues. Tapos nga, inaalam natin kung sino yung multo na nakita natin. So, balik tayo dito sa sa Grace Church. Tanongin natin yung pare kung sino yung Michael. Tsaka yung number kasi nga nandito eh. Dito nakalagay eh. Naka associate eh. Tingnan natin.
Hi, remember me?
Yes, and would you please keep your voice down?
Sorry.
Consult notes. May kilala kang Michael?
Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
Okay, tapos...
I checked with the police. This number belongs to a phone in this church. A man I'm looking for made a phone call from this number. His name is Michael. It's very important that I find him.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
Okay,
I'm looking for information on the Grace Group.
Grace Group?
They used to meet here, in the basement. Some kind of self-help group?
There are hundreds of so-called Grace Groups, and they all have meetings in the basement. You will have to be a bit more specific than that.
Okay, teka. Nawala na sa George Austin eh.
So there's this woman that might have died in a penthouse apartment.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
Ulitin na lang natin to.
Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work...
Are you sure you don't know anybody named Michael who made a call from this church?
Quite positive.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one.
Teka.
Are you sure you don't...
Quite positive.
Paano kaya to? The telephone.
The telephone that uses this number, where is it?
Why would you need to know that?
Michael used the phone. Maybe he left a clue behind when he did.
Well, he could have used any one of a dozen offices in our administration wing.
Really? Over a dozen?
Yes. So, if you want to locate Michael Cooper, you'll have to find another
Yun. Pasaway. Sinabi mo rin. So, sige. Cooper?
Wait, Cooper?
Pardon?
You said Michael Cooper.
Isn't that the gentleman you're looking for?
No, I just said his name was Michael.
Okay,
So you
tumulas
did.
yung dila mo.
Slip of the tongue. My apologies. It is quite late and I'm tired.
Okay. Who is Michael Cooper?
You need to tell me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
Sinungaling.
Well, thanks. I'll be going.
Stay safe.
Sinungaling ka. Check natin sa search natin. Wala. Kalokohan. Anong wala?
Huh.
Oh, yun,
So
meron.
Michael Cooper was a priest. Interesting.
Okay. New York Theological Seminary alumni Michael Cooper attended 1992-1996. Okay yung date niya. Currently based at unknown. Subukan natin i-ring.
If the phone is nearby, it's not ringing.
Ganun. Okay, so anyway,
Excuse me.
Yes.
okay. I know about Michael Cooper.
Michael Cooper. He's a priest too, isn't he?
So?
So, it's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say?
booking ka na ngayon. Teka. Hindi lang guys. Inayos ko lang kasi yung ano ko eh. Buwan ko eh. Stop lying to me. Get the police involved. Okay, sige.
Do you really want the police involved with this?
You're not a police officer.
No, but I can bring them in.
You have no right. They'd never do it.
Maybe I don't, but I can try. Either way, they will be looking at this church. And at you.
I made a promise. He came to me scared, begging me to protect him, to give him sanctuary. He was ranting. I should have turned him away, but we roomed together at the seminary. We were close friends once. What could I do?
You can take me to him.
He's raving. He's mad. He says he's in a battle for his very soul. Is this true?
Yes. Yes, it is.
He's in the school. It's closed for the winter break, so it seemed like a good a place as any to hide him. Here's a key. The entrance is around the corner. Please, do whatever you must. Just don't come back here.
Don't worry.
Education grade school.
So, thrown out of a church. I suppose with our record it was only a matter of time.
The entrance to the school is around the block. Let's go.
Teka. Check ko lang sandali guys. Yung guide, teka. Alam ko location yun eh. Teka. Lagyan natin sa... ilipat ko yung view sa browser para makita, may pakita ko rin. Ayan. Ito kung nasan yung mga snowplow. Ito. Inahabol ko kasi itong snowplow na na achievement. So, tapos na tayo sa roof ni George Austin. So, in grade school. So, okay. Balik natin yung view sa game. Okay. So, ito pa yung game. So, saan yung school? Ito. So, dito, gawa rin ako ng footprints hanggang sa maasar si Joey.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul.
Kamali ko dun eh, teka.
He leads me in the path.
Dali lang. Alam ko may problema ka. Dali lang. Bakit lumabas? Ano ba ang kulit? Teka, save ko nga ulit. Teka, save ko muna. Kailangan ko yung achievement eh. Hinahabol ko yun eh. Teka. Lumabas na naman. Hindi na tuloy nag-react si Joey.
I know you're in front of a school and all, but do you have to act like a kid?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, reaction na yun ha. O teka, save naman natin. Tapos balik tayo sa loob. Nakita na natin yung target natin eh.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
he goes back outside.
No evil, for thou art with me.
I think he's reciting the Psalm of David. From the books I've read, it's supposed to guard against evil.
In the presence of mine enemies, you anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Okay, storby na natin.
Michael?
The Lord is...
Michael Cooper.
You! Stay back, bestower. I've got a gun.
Just a second.
I said stay back!
I'm not here to hurt you. I need to talk to you. I'm here to help.
Please, I'm here to help.
Help? Oh, I wish that was true. How much help did you give George, or Leah, or the others?
Others? I couldn't do anything. I'm sorry. I couldn't help them, but I can still help you. So others?
Others? How many of you are there?
You don't even know that. You don't know a thing, do you? This wasn't the plan.
Plan?
Yes. Our brilliant plan. We get the bestower to escort our souls to the next world. Protect us from this force that is after us. Instead, you let us be destroyed.
Wala naman tayo alam kung anong problema nyo eh. You think I wanted this to happen? I tried, honestly, I tried. I'm going to stop it. Sige.
I'm going to stop it. You can trust me on this.
Trust? We trusted you to save us. And look where we are.
I'm sorry. Whatever is going on, it's new. I've never seen anything like it before.
I see. And what about him?
Huh?
Your friend. The man behind you. He hasn't said a word since you walked in here.
Hindi naman niya alam nakikita mo siya eh.
Me? Do you mean me?
Yes, you. Don't look so surprised. How else could I have known who you were? Now get out of here. You've been nothing but trouble ever since George went to look for you.
Don't shoot, I'm leaving. Fine, shoot. You really don't want to do this. I'm so sick of guns. Okay, fine, shoot.
Fine, shoot. Kill the one person who can help you.
There is no need for any more killing, my host.
That voice. It can't be.
I told you to stay in the other room.
Yes, my host, I know. But I had to intervene. These two know me, if I may.
Fine, fine. Just make it quick. I'm losing concentration.
Malone, Blackwell, what a pleasant surprise to see you both again.
Yeah, surprise is the word. What the hell are you doing here?
Is it not obvious? You freed me, Malone, brought me back into this world, and as befits all of our kind, I had a host waiting for me, and so I have returned to my former duties.
Look, as much as I am touched by this reunion, I need to focus.
Perhaps we should all converse outside.
Fine, outside. Just leave me in peace.
Thank you, my host.
There a bestower too? That was Madeline. Say nothing. Say nothing na lang muna.
Look, maintaining this circle leaves me a bit cranky. Sorry. If you can help, great. If not, well, I've made my peace with it. Just go talk to her. She's outside. I need to concentrate. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still...
Madeline. She's been a spirit guide for, well, ever. I'm sure she's got a lot to teach us. Once this is all over, anyway. Yep, he's still there.
Okay, Joey, ikaw. Ano masasabi mo?
Madeline. The last time we met, she helped me out of the void. I suppose I owe her one.
Hindi lang yun. Sinalban niya yung kaluluwa mo. Okay, so... Rosa, kasabi mo na siya.
Blackwell, Malone, it's been a long time since we've been able to converse.
Where have you been? Why are these ghosts being attacked? Why was George looking for us? Call me Rosangela. Why was George looking for us?
Why was George looking for me?
We needed a bestower. A proper bestower. My host and I were not up to the task.
Eh?
It might be due to my time in the void. It might be because my host's soul has been marked by whatever is out there. But in any case, our abilities are limited. We cannot even help lost souls move on as you do. We can see them and talk to them, but that is all. Hence why we needed you.
Lucky us.
Why are these ghosts being attacked?
Do you know what's going on? Why are these souls being attacked?
I do not know. I wish I did. Like you, we saw it happen. We saw a soul being torn apart and could do nothing. I'm afraid my host became a little unreasonable after that.
Napapraning na. So what can we do? We don't even know what's going on.
Our theory was that you could help move these poor souls into the next world before they were destroyed. But it appears that it did not achieve the desired result.
You could say that, yeah.
You must investigate. My host and I are restricted, but you two are not. If anyone can help uncover why these poor spirits are being attacked and stop it, it is you.
Check notes. Tanongin natin. Grace Group.
Do you know anything about this Grace Group?
I know that it meant a great deal to my host, as well as his friends. Whatever happened at those meetings, it greatly improved their lives. But obviously, it came at a cost.
Wag mo sabihin parang si ano. Baka may kinalaman si Gavin dun dahil din yung group nila.
There's a ghost haunting the empty apartment across from George Austin.
I see. Well, you know your duty. Go and save it.
Michael.
What can you tell me about Father Michael?
Cooper is my host. We have not had the time to get to know each other better.
Is he always this ornery?
Do have some pity for him. He has lost his uncle, his sister, and several of his friends. He has been forced to accept the spirit world and the possible loss of his own soul, all within the span of a few weeks. If anyone deserves some understanding, it is he.
Okay. Card file.
Do you know a place called the Carth House?
I'm afraid I do not.
Okay, so wala. Okay. Why does Michael push you around?
Why do you let Father Michael push you around like that?
It is what my host wishes.
So?
Simply that. I must do what my host commands.
Right, seriously. What's the story?
No story, Malone. If my host wishes me to leave him alone, I leave him alone.
Hey,
that actually works.
Of course. It is my duty to do so.
So, Joey, could...
No.
Of course, some of us take our duties more seriously than others.
Sige nga, tanong natin.
It's been almost 6 months since Joey freed you. How come we're only seeing you now?
I admit the transition hasn't been pleasant. I have had 3 hosts since returning to this world. The first was an old man on the edge of death. He lingered for 6 weeks before finally succumbing to the inevitable. When the old man passed, I became bound to his niece for a time. She ran every time she saw me. I tried to keep my distance, give her time to adjust. But in the end, she fell down the stairs in an attempt to flee. The poor woman died, and I was passed to her brother, and the man inside.
How are you doing? Kumusta na?
So how'd you like being on the outside, as it were? I imagine it's better than being trapped wherever you were.
I had thought, I had hoped, that I would pass on, that being brought back to the mortal world would force me to obey mortal laws. Instead, No, it is not to be. I have returned to my former duties, therefore I must have further work to do. But yes, it is nicer than being trapped in the void. Did I ever thank you, Malone?
Not as such, no.
Well, I must rectify that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Call me Rosangela.
You should really call me Rosangela.
Forgive me. When you are as old as I am, all the names blur together. So I tend to address those I speak to by their family name. It is just easier that way, and less painful. I'm afraid it is a habit that is difficult to break.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
Okay. So, ano gagawin natin? Paano ngayon to? So, teka. Subukan nga natin siya tawagan.
No answer. No need to pay attention to that. There aren't any cars out tonight. I'd better not mess with that.
Okay. Save muna natin. Bakit ayaw sabihin ni Madeline na alam niya yung nakaraan niya, no? Joey. Joey, ikaw na muna. Kausapin mo yung multo ulit. Tanong natin sa kanya kung kilala niya si Father Cooper.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
Hindi pwede tanong.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't know anything about any note. Please stop asking about it.
Well, whoever you are, I'll see you around.
Say hi to George for me, if you see him.
Teka. Hindi kaya tong J na to yung Joe? Call Joe? Ipan mo nga.
It's as far as it needs to go.
Iniisip ko letter J kasi, so baka yun. Ay, kaya lang, di na tayo makapasok doon. Wala na nga pala sa ano eh.
It's a tablet computer. Looks like it's still in the charging dock.
Wala naman eh. Sige, pa-search natin sa kanila. Teka. Tanong natin kay ano. Tanong natin sa lobby. Tapos balikan natin kay si Palmer mamaya. Pa-search natin sa kanya mamaya.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
Did George know a priest named Michael Cooper?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Okay, so wala. Police station. No choice eh. Yun lang naisip ko na eh. Ayokong tumingin ng guide.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Kilala ka, no? Michael Cooper?
Do you have a record of a Michael Cooper in your system? He's a priest.
Let's check. Sorry, whoever he is, there's no file on him.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one.
Alam ko, naitanong ko na to eh.
Do you know if any of George Austin's neighbors died recently?
It's not in any of the reports. Do you have a name?
No, not yet. But she lived across from George. Can't you look it up that way?
I can't, no. The way the system works, I can only look it up by the victim's name, not address. Sorry.
Okay.
You don't think it's relevant that both Leah and George went to this same self-help group?
That group met over 20 years ago. But even still, the two of them were a couple. They did lots of things together. Went to the same restaurants, went to the same shows, slept in the same bed. So they went to the same church. It means nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Leah?
Officer Piero was juggling a demanding job, a growing daughter, and a deadbeat ex-husband. There was immense pressure on her, but I still don't buy that she would do what she did.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Okay. Balikan ulit natin si, balikan natin yung pare. Ay, hindi na yata pwede pumasok doon. Hindi na nga. Joey, ano pwede gawin?
Yeah?
The ghost on the roof was George's neighbor. If we can get through to her, she might tell us something.
You say that like it's easy to get a spook to tell us anything.
I still can't get over that I've met another, you know, person like me.
Yeah, and he's right in the thick of all our problems.
He didn't ask for this, Joey. None of us did.
Cart file. Subukan na lang
I've got a list of all the people found in the Carth house. It's complete now, thanks to us.
Okay, plan your next move.
Michael has got to know more than he's telling us.
Maybe we should keep talking to him. He's bound to spill something.
Sige. So, kailangan natin siya kausapin. Sige. Subukan natin.
Malone, Blackwell, a pleasure to see you both.
Sige, subukan natin siya kausapin. Save ko lang.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Father Michael?
Yeah?
I can't believe there's another medium in New York. The circle. How did you learn what was happening? Madeline. Okay.
So you're working with Madeline?
Working? I guess you could call it that. I've been too busy being scared to give it any serious thought.
Sending Madeline outside.
So why'd you send Madeline outside?
Her presence disturbs my concentration, so she's keeping as far away as she can until this is resolved.
What about us?
You're the ones who are going to save my hide. For you, I'll make the extra effort to focus.
Okay. How did you learn what was happening?
How did you learn what was happening?
You mean that our souls were being taken?
Yeah.
It was a few weeks ago. I was at the bedside of a friend. Jeffrey, his name was. He went to the Grace Group meetings back in the day. Like me. He had been in a car accident. Hit and run. He was dying, and he wanted me there. And when he died, I saw it. His spirit being torn apart. He screamed. I'll never forget that scream.
I know. I saw it too.
Anyway, with Madeline's help, I began looking into other members of the group and learned it was happening to all of us. You know the rest.
Iyon pala. So, Jeffrey, so Jay. Okay, tanong natin sa kanya.
Did you know that there's a ghost across the roof from George's apartment?
Really?
Do you know anything about it?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
What about yourself? Is there anything we should know?
Look, you're not exactly catching me at my best here. I can't do anything. I'm not a true bestower like you are. Madeline says she's been weakened, or I've been weakened, or something. She doesn't know. Believe me, if I could do what you can do, I'd be out there trying to stop this. But I can't. So all I can do is hide.
Card file.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one.
Okay, Grace Group.
Could you tell me about the Grace Group? It was some kind of self-help group?
About 20 years ago, I was a very different person. I suppose you could call me an alcoholic, although I wouldn't have said it at the time. Then I saw an ad in the newspaper. It promised to help folks like me find their way. It seemed to be some kind of hippie self-help group, but I went to a meeting anyway. I don't remember much about the meetings, but somehow I had discovered that going to seminary school was something I had to do. It all made sense.
Made sense?
I just knew it was what I was meant to be doing, and I was right.
Huwag mo sabihin nga, baka group ni Gavin yung may kasalanan nito, ano ba yan? Okay. I can't believe there's another medium in New York.
I can't believe there's another medium in New York.
Medium?
Sorry, I mean bestower. I've been calling myself medium for so long I sometimes forget.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not like I have anyone to talk to about this stuff. Nobody living, anyway.
Hey, look, I'd love to swap ghost stories with you, but it takes all my concentration to maintain the circle.
Right, sorry. Maybe we'll have coffee later? You know, after we save your soul and everything.
Sure, sounds great.
Okay. Ano ba yung circle
What
na
is
yan?
this circle?
Oh, this. Madeline taught me how to do it. It prevents anything spiritual from getting to me. It takes some concentration to maintain, so I'm sorry if I seem a bit inhospitable.
Okay. What happened at the Grace Church meetings? Like Grace Group meetings?
What happened at these meetings?
That's just it. I don't remember. Until recently, I never questioned it before. How messed up is that? I'd go, I'd sit down, and leave. I'd meet with the other members for coffee afterward. What on earth did we talk about? We must have found something. But I do remember a man. Benjiro. He ran the meetings.
Benjiro?
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
Okay. Who are the members of the group? Benjiro. Iniisip ko baka si Gavin eh.
How many people went to these meetings?
There were 6 of us. You already know about Leah and George and myself. The others are dead.
Who were they?
Does it matter? They are dead. Their souls were taken.
Even still, tell me.
Jeffrey Dutta, Heather Goffstein, Peter Fielding.
Okay. Check notes. Okay. Benjiro.
So the man who ran the Grace Group meetings was named Benjiro?
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
Jeffrey Dutta.
Could you tell me about Jeffrey?
God, Jeffrey Dutta. Talk about transfiguration. When he walked into that Grace Group meeting, I thought he was in the wrong place. I mean, the guy was a Wall Street broker, for crying out loud. He could have bought the church and everything in it. But he later confessed that he tried to kill himself. Twice.
So what happened to him?
He became a professional dog walker. Can you believe it? He used to pocket millions a year, plus bonuses. Then he was picking up dog crap for $25 an hour and smiling about it. He was hit by a car crossing the street. A hit and run. I was at his bedside when he died. Madeline had been around for about a month at that point, so I saw his spirit rise from his body. I thought I was supposed to help him, but instead You know what happened next.
Okay, so there. Peter Fielding. Ano masabi sa kanya?
Could you tell me about Peter?
Peter Fielding, yes. I never had much contact with him. He died several months ago. I'm afraid it's too late for him.
You saw his soul being taken?
Well, no. He died before Madeline came into my life, so I can't say for sure. But he went to Grace Group meetings, and he's dead. What other conclusion can I reach?
Okay, Heather Goffstein.
Tell me about Heather Goffstein. You said she was a member of your group.
Yes, she was one of us. I asked George if he knew where she was. He told me she was dead. I'm afraid it's too late for her.
Is this like Peter? Did you actually see her soul being taken?
No, I didn't. Thank heaven I didn't. Seeing it happen once is more than I can take.
Eh, ito si Rosa, 2 beses na niya nakita eh. Pero wala pa rin. At least meron tayong mga pwede search. Peter's death. Sige.
How exactly did Peter Fielding die?
Why? Are you going to try and find his spirit? There is no spirit. It's gone.
You said it yourself. You don't know for sure.
It was some kind of accident. I'm not sure of the details. I read about his death in the obituaries. Too late for his funeral, sadly, but I said a prayer for him.
Heather.
How did Heather Goffstein die?
I'm afraid I don't know. George was the one who kept in touch with her. He told me she died, but he didn't tell me how or when. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
All right, Michael. We're going to go.
Of course. Godspeed to the both of you. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life.
Ayun, meron.
So Peter Fielding owned a gym in Murray Hill. Worth a visit, I suppose.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures.
Ito, may nakalagay ditong sa guide. Teka, balik ako yung browser. Okay. Fields Gym. So, yun nga, yung lugar, tapos yung address pa ni Heather, hanapin din natin. So, ito sa guide. Palagay. So, address ni Heather tsaka Fields Gym. Tapos ito pa yung isa sinusundan ko yung deception. Kailangan ko makuha to eh. So, nagawa natin yung yes, you have permission. Choose dialogue option that avoid things, about Troll Gate. Tapos, Kenra's soul is safe before you escort her to Emil's. So, ginawa natin yun. Interrogation, nagawa rin. So, ito na. Bentini, say you were looking for the bathroom. So, okay. So, punta natin yung ni Fielding, yung gym. Balik tayo sa game.
He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me.
Save muna natin. Okay. Check ko lang yung time. May 10 minutes pa tayo, so sige. Saan yung gym? Kapil gym. Ito. Kailangan magawa ko ng footprints. Hanggang sa mainis si Joey.
You really gotta do that? You don't do enough walking normally?
You're just jealous I can do this and you can't.
Sure, jealous of your wet and cold feet. That's me.
Looks nice and warm in there. Of course, so would an ice factory right now. That's a pretty solid window.
Fields Gym, 24 hours. Weights, cardio, aerobics.
Looks nice and warm in there. Of course, so would an ice factory right now.
Ay, music sa background, yun sa yun dun sa Convergence. Yung, Convergence, hindi, isa, yung Deception. Yung kung nasan, yung dun sa bar, yung kay yung sa sa club. Yung kung saan natin nakita si Jamie.
It seems to open with a key card.
Key card.
It says members only. It's a keycard reader. Looks like it unlocks the door.
Saan tayo maghanap ng keycard para dyan? Balik muna tayo di sa... Magtanong muna tayo... Teka, wala na yung ano eh. So, sige. Hingi tayo ng tulong dito kay kay Palmer.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Heather Goffstein.
Do you have any record of a Heather Goffstein?
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather Goffstein. I'm sorry.
Okay. Peter Fielding.
Can you tell me anything about the death of a Mr. Peter Fielding?
Okay, let's see. Yep, here he is. Peter Fielding, age 54, owned a fitness center in Murray Hill called Field's Gym. He fell off a ladder while fixing a light bulb in the locker room. Hit his head on the bench and bled to death. Nobody
Ouch.
found him for several hours. An ambulance was called and pronounced him dead at the scene.
Nothing more than that?
That's pretty open and shut. Accidental death.
Okay.
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta? He was killed in a hit and run.
Let's see. Yep, hit and run, like you said. Technically, the case is open, but nobody has any hopes that it will be solved.
Benjiro.
I'm trying to find someone named Benjiro. He ran some kind of self-help circle called the Grace Group.
Let's see. No, nothing on file. Sorry.
Okay, so wala. So, paano tayo papasok
Well, I'd
dun?
better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Subukan nga natin kung pwede mag-register. Wala. So paano kaya tayo gaano? Subukan natin pumunta sa check natin.
A saucepan and some cooking implements. They don't look like they've ever been used.
Wala na eh.
It's a tablet computer. Looks like it's still in the charging dock.
Ilang linggo na nasa charging dock, di na natanggal. Wala. Paano kaya tayo magpapa... Ay, alam ko na, mali. Dapat si Joey. O nga, no, hindi ko agad naisip yun, napasaway. O nga, dapat si Joey pinapasok ko. Okay. Sige. Save muna natin. Joey. Pasok.
Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall. I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see.
Celebrity endorsement.
Looks like some kind of headshot photo. Probably someone famous who uses the gym. Let's see here. Tanya Corsi. Hey, wait a second. Is that? Yeah, that's the spook from George's roof.
Ayun. Tanya Corsi pala pangalan nun.
Her name is Tanya Corsi. She's the spook from George's roof.
Eh, at least alam na natin yung pangalan niya. Ayan, hipan mo yung runner.
She's sweating so much she didn't even notice. That looks like a torture device to me. That looks like a torture device to me. Run, run, run like a hamster on a wheel. A TV showing some energetic broad in yoga pants. Probably nobody in there with my luck. Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing. The men's locker room. Glad I can't smell anymore. Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right? Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. I gotta do everything myself around here.
So, andito pa yung multo.
Just a forgotten towel. Looks to be in his 50s? It's hard to say. He's got the hair of an older man, but the body that most guys in their 20s would envy. He obviously worked out religiously, for all the good it did him. Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with that light?
I'm no expert, but it looks fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Wag na muna.
Well,
timer
I'll
na
see you around.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn light.
Okay, save na muna natin. Time na eh. So, save na natin. Okay, so isa pa. Tapos end ko na. Okay. Keshan Velosa signing off, guys. Next episode na lang ulit.